How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of RimWorld. Hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far. If you guys have, you guys know what to do. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing as it helps out the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, leave those down below. And with that, let's get to today's episode. So, we're still kind of working on repairs. We had a mech cluster come down over here. Caused some problems. But we're all good now. We're still trying to fight off some issues. But we did get a bit of the stuff we needed. I don't know from what, but now we have it. So I don't know if we got it from the Met cluster somehow, or a mission reward, or if we just had it and I'm blind. All of which are very possible. Brush, sprout, close. Okay, strapping. So you have a genetic chemical dependency. Okay, is that where it says it then? Genetic chemical dependency. So for strapping. Okay, so it doesn't say anything there. It says go dependency, whole body, and then if I hover over it. So we have about 21 days until strapping dies. Okay, well we're going to try to prevent that. Do the drugs we are making need to be stored? Not, at least doesn't look like it. Okay. Who else is a crafter? An injector crafter. So we need to make yayo so we can then make go juice. Okay. So now you need to head over here, grab some stuff. Okay. So now how can I snort or inject? That's something. Kid's a doctor. Health. Okay, we need to administer go juice. I now need a doctor. Cool, and no longer incapacitated. Sweet. Okay, transport pod. Led to a social fight. Oh no. Chopping the tree down that's in the middle of a road. Okay. Power is still fluctuating, which is concerning. I also need to make sure that everybody has a weapon. You don't. It's not a bio-encoded one, right? No. Okay, you have something. Sky doesn't have anything. That's bio-encoded. Who's it bio-encoded to? Dust Slicer. So somebody we found. Okay. Have we not brought the one things in, or are they still? We did. Okay, Sky. Then equip the pump shotgun. Rudolph. Gloomy. Equip the grenades. Wrapping. We'll wait until the next good weapon is made, and then we'll give you something. Okay. Ooh, bulkage trader. Oh, they're actually here. Ooh, okay. Well, we have a little bit of silver. We have some drugs. Drugs are always something we can sell. Good trade. Let's see. What do you have? What do you have? Ooh, they're willing to buy some of our animals. They're also willing to buy the chocolate. Interesting. Why is this chocolate worth more than this chocolate? Interesting. We could buy a bunch of meat. Meat is something we can use. Cloth. Some stuff. Dye. Wood. We can get rid of a bunch of clothing we don't want. So like any poor clothing. Get a little money for it. Or awful quality. Poor. Good. And is there anything less than what we want? Nope. And we can of course sell the gold. Okay, cool. So let's see what can we go ahead and buy for all of that. Well, I want to buy all the meat that I can. The meat's pretty expensive. However, we can sell some chocolate. Okay. I can sell the corn. The corn's worth a lot, actually. We have a good amount of corn we could sell. Other options. Anything else that they have? Well, I kind of want to then keep. What am I selling? A lot of them. I mean, everything we're moving is renewable, so I'm okay with that. Because that's going to allow us to get nicer meals made. Yep. Because then what we can start doing is getting the simple meals made, which is going to help significantly. You're making, yeah, fine meals. So the fine meals are going to just be a little bit of a step above for our people. So it's just going to be really just a mood booster all around. Yes, it does mean we had to use a lot of that corn, but we're probably going to get a lot of it back. Now that we have this sort of setup, I think we might turn this other field up here into corn. No, let's do that, actually. So we're not going to replant potatoes. We're going to just plant a lot of corn. It does make it so that, yeah, I just want a lot of corn because we have this for rice, which is a pretty quick growing food to keep us alive. Not happy, but alive. We have potatoes here. We could probably convert one of the cloth fields into some more potatoes if we needed to. And then, because we're going to have our growing room in here, this is, I think, where we're going to grow the bulk of our potatoes for the majority of the time. Okay. Can I get some hauling done on this, please? Yeah, we're bringing in a lot of meat, which is good. Just want to make sure it all gets transported. Just because it is perishable, it will go bad quite quickly. Okay. There we go. I think our food situation is much, much better than it has been. We're definitely starting to see things come together at the base without having to worry. I would definitely like for this area to get rebuilt as quickly as possible. Is there anybody else we can set to construction full time as their priority? We're gonna set 4 Eyes to a #1 construction. I really want Ninjak doing that, but I'm gonna set him as well to construction as a priority 1 because I want to make sure that we are getting things constructed as quickly as possible. Because some things, like for instance this hay over here, I think we can get that done right away. I'm not gonna worry too much about not having. So I want something like that because look, we can get slate chunks immediately. So you know what? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do zone, build a roof, and then production. Ooh, oh, that's right. We can get fermenting barrels now, so we can start making beer and selling that. We already have a fabrication bench, right? I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Where is it? Stonecutter stable. We're gonna build a stonecutter stable in here. Because what we're gonna do with that is, between these two little things, is the goal, hopefully, is gonna be just to have a ton of slate bricks then from this. That's the goal, at least. And then I think what we'll even start doing is walling off our crops out here so we don't have to worry about them so much. A rhinoceros is self-tamed. Okay. That's impressive, I guess? I don't know. I don't know if it's impressive or not. Power is still just an issue for us. We could... I mean, okay, we could put solar down as an option. Option 2. We try to get another geothermal. Was this a problem down here? No. I thought that was an alive one. See, there's a geothermal here in the south. Which I was like, oh, we could maybe set up a little outpost there. I'm thinking, okay, what if we just added more solar temporarily? Because each one of these... Right, so if we did something not like that, cancel. Alright, because each one of these is 1700, so if we did something like that, where we just built a bunch, that would hopefully help with power. I kind of like the hay for like a kind of a dirt path look, but also it's like a step above dirt on the farm, you know? And it still looks really good. Okay. Oh, cool. We have a boom rat that's pregnant. Oh. Hey, bloodthirsty conclave. Okay. So, we're looking for a safe place to meet with 2 other that won't be tracked. Their leaders asking for us to host. They'll arrive from different locations. They will spend several hours discussing their secret issues before departing. They promise to give you a reward before they leave. You may betray them or attack them. We can turn them downed Sanguarophages can be forced to turn one of your own colonists into a Sanguarophage. They're ageless, deathless superhumans powered by architect-created archetypes And then bloodstream. They're beautiful and extremely intelligent. They can heal any injury and never suffer from disease or poison. In combat, they can launch deadly spines and heal injured friends. The price is that we must consume hemogen, blood, to survive, and they must periodically death rest for long periods. They're easily destroyed by fire and slowed down by UV. Interesting. I mean, it's an interesting proposition because it's one of those kind of flavor sprinklings that you can get in your campaign that you can decide to shift. I don't think we're gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna say no, because I don't really need any of the things that they have as rewards. Because we made parkas, which is good. Definitely having a lot more crafters on staff, if you will, or assigned, helps. We're still missing out on a few things, but that's just because we don't have, or rather, people who construct, not necessarily crafters, because we do have separate crafting. We barely have enough power for the night. Why? We have 75 excess on the grid. Did we ever research the better lights? I think we did. We have air conditioning. Yeah, we did research the advanced lights. Okay. Moisture pump biosculpting. Interesting. We're missing components. Is all we're missing for these, I think. Yeah, just components. Okay, well, that's not bad then. I need to light it way out there. Cool. We're at least getting some of the traps built up on that end. Harvesting some more medical. How much medical do we have? We have 281. I think right now our only source is this little plot, which is fine. That's a lot of chocolate. I am curious to know how much food we've wasted simply due to our people just not transporting things fast enough. Like, we have plenty of food storage. And our warehouse really hasn't even been touched. But it's nice seeing that we're starting to get, like, some of these projects that I've had built or, like, ready to be built for 6, 7 episodes now, and our colonists are finally getting into it. I would definitely recommend, for any new players or any just person playing this in general, don't do what I do and queue up 1,000,001 things to get done, because anybody who's been following the series now will have seen that some things just have not gotten done. And part of that's just because we haven't crafted those items, but because we have so much stuff queued up, it's just taking them forever to queue through it. Which is fine. I'm okay with playing that way, with them slowly chipping at things. However, if you want more focused, only queue up a little bit at a time. So think of it like eating something. So instead of biting off the whole cake, you take smaller bites so that things get done. Cool, we have Starflight basics. So we can make ship structural beam. Okay. So now some things we can start doing is we can do... We need... Notice there are a few things we need. So for instance, we need cryo sleep caskets. We also need long range mineral scanner. And if we look at our research, we can also do drive. So there's some things we could start getting soon. Getting into. Okay, we got growth moment. Ooh, okay, so we're now old enough to do the following work. So now Flapjack can pretty much do a bunch of stuff, which is great. We choose 3 skills to increase his passion for. I'm going to say crafting, mining, and plants. And then we need to select a trait. So if you want to do something that's interesting, like if you wanted to make your character interesting, you could always do these. Otherwise, if you're like me, you go no trait and hit OK. We, of course, do have, now that we have Starflight, we can, of course, get the little tooltip. Escaping from this planet, it would be freedom at last, and may return home. But, a new ship is available in the Architect menu. So we look down here in the bottom left. Let's click while we have this open. We'll take a look at it once we're done looking at this. So we can build a ship once the appropriate technology is researched. It requires several different components in order to launch, including a ship reactor. Ship reactors take 15 days to charge up and may charge up, and many desperate souls want off this planet. Once we begin the process, the reactor will emit an energy signature detectable from thousands of kilometers away. Raiders will flock to attack you in waves. If anybody's ever seen the movie, I believe it's Noah, like Noah in the Ark, with the fallen angels, it's kind of like that, where they essentially try to protect that ship for Noah. So definitely be prepared to defend. If your base defenses aren't up to par, I would highly, highly, highly recommend, before you even consider getting your ship. It does take 15 days to charge up, so just know that you're going to probably be in a lot of combat for about 15 days. It won't start until you activate your ship's reactor, but when it does, it will be ferocious. You'll need to stockpile resources, weapons, and defenses for the onslaught if you hope to escape alive. And so I think this is going to probably be the end that we're going to go for. So we are going to want to make sure we have plenty of things set up, such as we're probably going to go for a double wall first off, just in case we have any breaching. The next thing is we're going to beef this up a lot. I think we're probably going to overhaul it and build a whole another killing corridor of sorts. I haven't fully decided on the design, but we're definitely going to need to beef it up. We're going to need some fallback. Other things to include is we're going to want to make sure we have everything stockpiled. So for instance, food, we're going to want to just make probably 2,000, almost maybe even 3,000 meals, just so that way we have them made. We don't have to worry about having anybody on cooking anymore. Same thing with farming, is we just want to stockpile tons and tons of food and just take everybody off of that and only have them basically cycling between keeping the walls built and defending. So those are going to be things we're going to take a look at, but we won't be taking a look at them today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys did, you guys know to smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, as it really helps out the channel, helps show your support. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, leave those down below. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. And while we're getting tons of little events, we're going to take a look at those in the next episode. But I did pause, so if you wanted to read any of them, you could go ahead and do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and peace out.